Hey everybody. My vinyl collection is growing very rapidly. So I thought instead of doing like a new entire vinyl collection video every like 3 months, I decided I'm gonna start doing these vinyl collection update videos. So that's what today is. First ever vinyl collection update video where I'm going to be showing you every single record I've gotten from the point of my previous vinyl collection video, which was back in January. So 7 months of records I'm about to go through. I think the amount of records I currently have sitting in front of me that I'm about to show you is the amount that I had in my first ever vinyl collection video, which is scary. That's really scary. I have been buying so many records, guys. Since my last vinyl collection video, I've gone through 2 vinyl buying bans. In the month of January, a bunch of my mutuals and I were not buying any records. In June, I said I was not gonna buy any records. And you know what? During both those months, I did buy stuff. These are really not in any order, so instead we're just gonna go in like a random order. I am gonna first start with my 7-inch records though, because one of my goals this year for my record collection was to expand my 7 inches because I did not have that many. First up, let's start with Meltdown by Niall Horan. It's a picture disc. I don't have much Niall in my collection at all. I think I only have the show. Just in general, I would like to collect more Niall. This is a record that I bought during my first vinyl buying ban back in January. I was doing so well on my vinyl buying ban that I forgot I was doing it, and late one night I was on Discogs and just bought this. So then we have Entertainment by Phoenix. This is like a record store day single they did. I don't know, I am obsessed with this song. Once I saw that it was made on a 7-inch, I had to have it. You know how it goes. Okay, then we have These Are the Days by Inhaler. So on the A side it's These Are the Days, and then on the B side it's Your Power, their cover of that Billie Eilish song. I'm so excited for their 3rd album. Hey, they keep teasing it. Just give us a single. Hand over the single, boys. This is my only Inhaler 7-inch. Now let's get into a bit of my Ariana Grande. Tell me why I have bought so many Ariana Grande vinyl. Obviously it's because Eternal Sunshine came out, so that also means all the singles. So the first 7-inch from Ariana I have is Yes And, just on a clear pressing. Then we have We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love, also on a clear. And then I think my favorite single cover, The Boy Is Mine. Like, are you kidding? And then also on clear. Let me be clear. I'm not sure why these are all clear. It's a little boring, just like how all her records for this album are pressed on red. What's next? Oh, this one I've been dying to talk about actually. So next we have Trixie Mattel's cover of Video Games by Lana Del Rey. Oh, I'm obsessed with this cover. This disc is so cool. Hey, pressed on pink. That's not all, because on the other side, it's etched with her logo. That's so sick. What I wanted to talk about with this record in specific is that when I opened it, the hype sticker was not on here. There was no hype sticker. The hype sticker came on its own sticker, separate from the shrink wrap. Guys, why is every record company not doing this? This is genius. Then we have Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, and it's on just a cute little brown, and then it's got like a coffee stain on the label. That's so cute. Did someone say icons? Because next up we have Chapel Roan. This is Good Luck Babe, just on this red. This one I'm very excited about. We have Hot Knit by Tiesto featuring Charlie XCX. This is on like a neon coral. This was on sale for $10. It was on sale at Urban Outfitters, and let me just tell you, do not skip out on looking at the Urban Outfitters clearance vinyl on their website. And it sold out immediately after I bought it, so I'm really glad I got my hands on that. This is Royal Coda's Even If, and then the B-side is Becoming the Memory, which is indeed the first song I ever heard by Royal Coda, and it's great. It's a banger. So is Even If, and this pressing, I don't even know what this pressing is, but it's so pretty. It's like a reddish pink and yellow. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. My last 7-inch is a part of my first ever record store day experience, which is Olivia Rodrigo and Noah Kahan's Stick Season and Lacey covers, and then it's on this like mauve purple color. I love this thing, and I'm so glad I was able to get it at a record store day. So those are all my 7 inches. Now let's get into the good stuff. Let me show you the rest of my record store day purchases. I have a total of 5 that I got from record store day. 2 of them were purchased online afterwards, and then 3 of them obviously in store. First, I got Pixies Live from Red Rocks 2005. I didn't have anything from the Pixies in my collection, so I thought, why not? This pressing was too good not to get. Like, come on, it's so pretty. Red and orange marble. And then I have Reckless and Relentless by Asking Alexandria. Yeah. This one's sick because of like the gold metallic effect on the cover, and then the pressing is gold nugget. And then the last in-store purchase from Record Store Day is The Top by The Cure. This is a picture disc. I know, a picture disc. Hate to see me coming. I love picture discs. My 2 online purchases, first up we have Chase Atlantic's self-titled album. First time on vinyl. Milky White Clear is the pressing. I could not find anywhere that was selling this. My 2 local record stores were not selling this in person. They didn't get any in stock. So I was like, cool, I'll just buy it online and hopefully I won't have to buy it for like resale. Shout out to the Angel who slid into my DMs with a link from like another local record store who was selling this online, and I got it. I just needed this in my collection and I was gonna be really pissed if I didn't. I would have been more pissed if I didn't get this next one though. You know what I mean? It was a UK exclusive for Record Store Day. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get my hands on this, but I know for a fact I will eventually get my hands on this. Like I do, scouring the internet and found again another local record store in the US selling it, and that would be The Balcony by Catfish and the Bottlemen. Guys, this is pressed on just like a standard white, and I'm so glad I got the Record Store Day exclusive because a few months later they then released a different version of this alternative cover for the 10-year anniversary. That's all of my Record Store Day pickups. Let's start moving into just the records I've been buying. Ever since I posted my reaction to Zayn's new album, I've been getting relentless comments and DMs of people asking me when I was gonna buy the album on vinyl. I'm like, guys, give me a second because it is so expensive. Why was every pressing like $60? It was ridiculous. So I held out, and thankfully I did, because in the same order I ordered the Charlie XCX 7-inch from Urban Outfitters when it was on sale. Yeah, Room Under the Stairs was also on sale for like $30. It was half off. It's not my favorite variant from this album's release. This is yellow with neon splatter, the Urban Outfitters exclusive. I really wanted the forest green splatter. That one is so cool, and maybe I'll eventually get it, but I don't want to pay $60 for it. This is the latest vinyl I have received. That would be Hurting by Friendly Fires. This is the C2 Runway edit. It's a 12-inch single, just standard black. I am obsessed with this song, more specifically the 10 Snake remix. That's my go-to. Until I discovered this remix, the C2 Runway edit. It's phenomenal, and I'm so glad that they pressed it as a single, and I've been listening to it nonstop. I've been listening to it like every day. I'm obsessed. Speaking of obsessed, next up we have Olivia Rodrigo's Guts Spilled, which is the Guts Deluxe version. Oh my god, she's so pretty. Oh yeah. Do you see how bent it is? I don't know how they fucked it up that bad. Thankfully, the discs are fine. I was so sad when I opened this. I have never received a vinyl in this bad of shape ever, and this came straight from her store, so I don't know, man. But this pressing, it's one of the discs is clear with red splatter, and then the other disc is clear with purple splatter. I love the vibes, and Obsessed is on here, and I love that song. Speaking of Obsessed, again, this next album I have been wanting on vinyl since it came out. I had no other choice but to buy it immediately after I saw them in concert, and that would be none other than Del Water Gap. I, 1, am obsessed with this man. 2, am obsessed with his music. I can't get enough of him. I swear to God, I am listening to Perfume at least 4 times a day, every single day. I have to. It is just, I have no other choice. I have to do it. I love him so much. Seeing him live really solidified that for me. Okay, light blue clear vinyl is what they're calling this. It matches so well. This might be one of my best local record store finds. Okay, this was in the used section. Oh, I've never grabbed something so fast. We have Funkwave Bounces Volume 1 by Calvin Harris. Classic album. I've been wanting this for my collection for years, and I love it, and I can't believe I found it in store. I was flipping through the records and I screamed. Yeah, no, I think I screamed. Now we're getting to the records that my friends actually bought for me in my last record video where I gave them like $200 to buy records for me. So one of them is the Blonde and Pink albums by Trixie Mattel. They really killed with that choice. And then they also got me the Lady Bird soundtrack. I don't know where the other albums they got for me from that video are, but they're not in this stack. So we're just gonna keep going. I have like multiple stacks. This one, I did not need this one. I did not need to buy this one, but also I did. Okay, we have the Sundays Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. This is an Interscope high fidelity, whatever the that means. But I saw it and I had to buy it because anytime they release a version of this album, I have to buy it because it's one of my all-time favorite albums. You know what I mean? I literally can't get enough of that album, so yeah, I needed another copy. Trying to justify my bad spending. Guys, if I ever did like a Rocket Money sponsorship, it would be over for me because you know how you can track like where you spend your money, like the categories in which you spend your money? It would be so shocking the amount of money I spend on records that I think I would have to quit. That's actually none of my business. I don't need to know how much money I spend on vinyl like every month. I don't need to know. Next we have Quarters of Change, Portraits, their new album. This is from Record Store Crawl, but it is on this gorgeous dark teal pressing. Again, love this album. I desperately want their first album, but this one, so good. It's so good. Heaven Bound, Cherry Tree, Do or Die, come on. This next record is the one that indeed did break my second vinyl buying ban back in June. I saw it at an antique mall and I was like, I need to have that. It's like $5, or like $8, I need it. When you think of me, what other record would you expect me to break my vinyl buying ban for? None other than Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. Yeah, this is the 12-inch single. I mean, this is such a classic song. I love the Glee version. I thought this would be a fun thing to have. I don't have a ton of 12-inch singles. I think I have the most from Wham. Speaking of, hey, look what's next. We have Wham Rap, Enjoy What You Do, the 12-inch single, Standard Black. This was purchased on my trip to Charleston at this record store called Record Stop Charleston. They were great, so that's where I got this. Again, it was pretty cheap, and I just want to collect as much Wham as physically possible. Speaking of Wham, they did a re-release of Fantastic and Make It Big. They like repressed it on white and red vinyl and then Standard Black. I didn't have Fantastic at all, so I got it on the red vinyl. Oh, here's another album that my friends bought me. I guess I put Wham and George Michael in one stack. So I didn't have this album from him on vinyl. So again, they did a great job at picking a fave of mine. Okay, this one was another insane local record store find because I've been wanting this album for so long and I was like refusing to pay more than $30 for it because I didn't feel like it. And that would be The Human Condition by Jon Bellion on the clear pressing. I feel like I never talk about him and his music, but there was a period of my life, probably like all of middle school, where I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Jon Bellion, and like, don't get me wrong, this album's great. This and 21 Pilots was the only thing I was listening to. I think I've seen Jon Bellion like 4 or 5 times in concert. I've seen Jon Bellion the most out of any artist. It doesn't really represent like a great time in my life, but it definitely represents a time in my life. Same with this next one, except this next one does represent a great time in my life, and that would be Brat by Charli XCX. I am working on getting Crash by Charli XCX because I think that is my favorite album from her. This is the Target exclusive pink and black splatter. It's just so good with the green. Like I said, Target exclusive, and I did really badly f up that hype sticker. So this was bought at the same place I bought Jon Bellion's album. Sahara, Liminal Spaces. I don't know every single song off this album, but of the like 4 that I do, yeah, they're so good. And it's just on this like yellow pressing. I was so stunned to see this out in the wild. Seeing it at my local record store, I was very excited, so I had to pick it up. Oh, another classic, Minecraft Volume Alpha by C418. Yeah, this is on Earth Confetti vinyl. It's like a forest green vinyl with some neon splatter. Honestly, it kind of looks like the Zayn pressing, just less neon and more green. Maybe one of my current favorite artists, we have The Beaches. This is their album Blame My Ex. The Urban Outfitters exclusive red with white splatter. Their new song, Takes One to Know One. It's so good. If you haven't listened to them, give them a listen because I'm obsessed with them. Also, I feel like I've been watching so much of the OC that I feel myself starting to talk like Seth Cohen. I don't know what is happening to me. Every time he's in a scene, I'm staring at him, but I think I'm at the point where I am just acting like him. Next up we have Keen's Hopes and Fears, the 20th anniversary. This is the Galaxy Effect pressing. I don't know. It's like a dark green again with like a lighter green marbled in there. Everybody's Changing came on shuffle the other day and I went, I don't need to hear that right now. Next up, I have 2 of the same album. Guys, you can't stop me, okay? Since I've accepted the fact that I am variant collecting for a select few artists, you literally can't stop me. So first, these are both from Vagrant. Both of these are Disappear Here by Bad Sons, their best album, my favorite album from them. It's a red marble. It's a red marble, if you can kind of see that in there. Cool, cool. And then the other pressing I have from them, also 25-year anniversary, it's just a standard blue. I love that album so much, so like, I really don't feel guilty having now 3 pressings of that album. Speaking of variant collecting, hey, this is all Ariana Grande. This is Yours Truly by Ariana Grande. It's the 10th anniversary picture disc. I am actually so pissed that she's not doing a My Everything 10-year anything. I don't even need like a live performance, but a picture disc of My Everything. Like, could you imagine the Problem music video, the spiral on a picture disc? Sorry, I need that. The next album I got from Ariana is the repress of Sweetener on the Peach pressing. I've been waiting to get my hands on this pressing for years, and I got it for retail when she restocked it for like a very short amount of time on her website. I was thankfully able to get it, so now I have 2 copies of Sweetener. Let's get into Eternal Sunshine because there are many variants of Eternal Sunshine, and I'm slowly collecting them all. First up, we have this cover. This is cover number 1 on a red translucent vinyl, and then we have, this is the like record store exclusive one. So this one I got from Barnes & Noble, also on a red translucent. And then my last copy of Eternal Sunshine is the Target edition, and it's just like the collage. Again on red translucent. The next copy of Eternal Sunshine I buy has to be the like Spotify cover, like where she's leaning on her own shoulder, because that is my favorite. Okay, we got like 2 mini stacks left to go. We're in the home stretch, guys. We're gonna start off this stack with arguably one of my top 5 favorite records in my entire collection, and that would be Metaphysical by the Technicolors on a cherry red pressing. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Every time I talk about this album, I get like maybe one comment that's like, oh my god, someone else who knows about this album and that vinyl. Yeah, I love this album so much. Then we have Deeper Well by Casey Musgrave. I've listened to a few of the songs since it's come out, but like a lot of them I have just not been listening to. I don't know why, but this is the Cardinal picture disc. Cardinal is still my favorite song off the album. Okay, this record is from the same trip I took to Charleston from that same record store. It's After Laughter by Paramore. Black and white marble pressing. Cool. Another Casey Musgraves. Very deep in here. This is Star-Crossed by Casey Musgraves. This jacket is actually so cool because it opens up, like the heart breaks and it opens. I think this is the Target exclusive. It's just like an orange pressing. Another Urban Outfitters exclusive, we have Pierce the Veil, A Collide with the Sky, and this pressing I am even more obsessed with. Aqua blue inside lime green is what the pressing's called, and I love it. It's so cool. I love how it matches the colors of the album cover. Oh, we got some Harry in here. We have Fine Line by Harry Styles. This is the Target exclusive black and white splatter. This pressing is so gorgeous. I got this off a friend who was selling them. I bet she regrets selling this to me now, because guess who's collecting their vinyl of their own? That friend. Okay, I'm trying to collect all of Harry's variants for all his albums, so this was a necessary purchase. And I got it for cheap from a friend who wasn't using it, so. Another album I got from that friend is Currents by Tame Impala. This is a staple in, I would say, everybody's record collections. It's just standard black. It's great. I'm pretty sure this is missing one of the discs, so. That's awesome. Okay, we're on to the last stack. And on top of the stack, we have High School Musical to the soundtrack. Yeah, this pressing is also stunning. It literally looks like water. Sky blue vinyl. That's what this is called. Next up, we have 2 Melanie Martinez vinyl. We have, first up, Cry Baby. This was in that same video where my friends bought me some records. This is standard black. The other Melanie Martinez vinyl I have is Portals. This is the Bloodshot translucent vinyl pressing, and it's gorgeous. It's just like pink, but if you look in it, it's kind of marbled with some red. Next up, we have What Happened to the Beach by Declan McKenna. Anything this man puts out, I will be obsessed with. I've got the signed insert from this album actually hanging on my wall, but this is the cow print picture disc. His music is just like refreshing to listen to. I don't know. Okay, this is Standing on a Beach, the singles, but this is actually what I found out is an unofficial release. It's like a baby pink and there's some marbling in there. It's really gorgeous. My dad actually bought this for me. I don't really know how I feel about unofficial pressings as like an idea or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that. Next up, we have Miss Rising Pop Sensation diva girl herself, Miss Addison Rae. This is her debut album, AR. EP or album? I don't know. I think it's an EP. This is the Urban Outfitters exclusive. Hot Pink. Her new song, Diet Pepsi. The layers to not only that song, but that music video, you don't understand it like I understand it. I'm so excited for her new music. Still not over this album, but like her new stuff, I think I'm vibing with way more. Okay, and then last up, we made it to our last album, Emails I Can't Send by Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know if this is exclusive to Urban Outfitters, but this is the special anniversary edition on like a light blue. This album is incredible. No skips, truly. I love her so much. I am so excited to see her on tour. That concludes this video. That is the last record I have to update you on. This is so many records I just went through. That's crazy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have a whole playlist full of all my vinyl record related videos. I'll have it linked above if you want to go check those out. But if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe down below for more videos from me. I'm gonna go reorganize my vinyl collection because that's maybe the only perk of doing all of this and taking all these records out is then getting to actually organize them, because they have not been organized in there for weeks, months even. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.